Hello and welcome back to the Canaries Chat channel. It is obviously January now, we are into the new year, and that means a transfer season is upon us. There is some rather exciting news for incomings, but before we get into that, I thought we'd get into the potential outgoings or the potential rumours that were happening and what has happened since then. So the big one that we were all worrying about was the Josh Sargent. Would he still be here? West Ham were the team that were highly tipped to be going in for him. They've now gone away and now signed 2 strikers. So for me, great indication for us that we can potentially keep a hold of him. Clement has come out as well. It seems like he would probably just leave if Sargent was sold in January. And he's also come out and talked about that Sargent needs to be scoring goals to be looking at getting into that American squad. So for him to be doing that, then he needs to be probably stay with us, a step up into the Premier League, to go into a struggling side as we're filming this. West Ham are losing 3-0, so like in that situation it wouldn't have worked potentially. So yeah, hopefully that will be the Josh Sargent rumours kind of laid to rest. We don't need to worry about that, and fingers crossed that just means that we can keep Sargent, having him and McCammer as options with Fitz scoring off the bench. We're in a really good position. Just quickly, about 65% of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you want more transfer updates, you enjoy the vlogs, click the subscribe button down below to support the channel. As well as this, we have just created a new Canaries Chat football channel, which focuses more on kind of the Premier League. And if you want to support that channel as well, click the link in the description. I'll also put it in the comments. And if you would subscribe to that as well, that would mean the absolute world. But let's get into the exciting news around the new incoming. So the exciting news is that it sounds like Norwich City have found their left winger. Obviously we've had Papa Diallo injured, who, fingers crossed by the sounds of it, is going to be returning to training in the very near future. Obviously since then we've had Schwartau playing on the left, who actually for me has developed really well, especially under Clement. I think he's a bit more direct, and I think he's done well in that position. I would prefer to see him a bit more in a 10 because he doesn't really have the pace for me to keep on beating a man, but it seems like we could be seeing more offensive options going forward. So Ali Ahmed from Vancouver Whitecaps is supposedly deal done. Connor Southwell saying clubs haven't agreed a fee yet. Other sources are saying it's wrapped up. However, we haven't seen a transfer fee talked about. He's valued around kind of that 3 to 4 million mark, 3.5 million to 4 million roughly. He is a Canadian international. He's played a lot of games in the MLS. Obviously, Vancouver Whitecaps were in the final of the MLS Cup, playing Messi, and he got 1 goal and 11 assists in the league within 27 games. I think in the cup competition, he also got 3 goals in 3 games. So as a left winger, his output for goals is slightly low. However, his creative output is extremely high, 11 assists. I believe he's had 15 big chances created as well. He's potentially being played in a position where he's not able to get in the scoring positions. They're looking to use him as a source of creativity. I'll be totally honest, he isn't a player that I've got loads of knowledge about, and the first kind of rumours about an hour or so ago was the first time that I've heard of him, so tried to do some research, but he does look like a really creative spark, and for me that's what's been missing. Obviously Kurasek got his first assist and he's hopefully coming kind of good, but we've lacked that creativity to break a team down. If a team's in like a low block, I don't seem overly confident that we've got enough to then work around a team to get in a better position. And I think having a player that can clearly create big chances, Jesse Marsh, the Canadian kind of men's coach, was talking about how intelligent he is. He can press high. He's kind of got a motor on him. He fits what we need, I think, in this instance. And with then Diallo coming back, we then don't have to rush Diallo back into the starting lineup. we can keep rotating Ahmed and Schwartau until Diallo's fully fit, or we can then replace Schwartau with Diallo, push Schwartau more into the middle, and then we can rotate with the kind of the cam position, because it does really seem like Clement is a manager who will rotate to try and protect players to keep them as fit for as long as possible. He supposedly signed a 2-year contract and travelled Thursday over to here, and then Friday for a medical. So, as I said, slightly differing sources saying different things. South Wales saying no fee, kind of yet confirmed. Other sources coming out of Canada are saying that actually, yeah, it's done. Like, it's just a matter of being announced. For me, it's a real step in the right direction for me. We've struggled attacking, in personally speaking, around that creativity. Napper's acknowledged that we're going to go out and get someone who's creative. We can't get too ahead of ourselves. The kind of clips and montages that I've seen, he looks very good, but Placheta looks very good on clips and montages. We can't get blown away by those. And with Napper's recent recruitment, obviously McCammer has looked a worldie, but a lot of other signings either haven't hit the ground running straight away or haven't hit the ground running at all. And for me, that's a bit more of a worry. Obviously, you're not going to write him off before he comes, and I'm excited to see what he can do, and the press that he's getting and the positivity that he's getting over in the MLS and from the Canadian national team makes me really excited for it. I think we've also just got to keep feet on the ground a little bit, because recent signings obviously haven't fallen our way. But there were some other links around other attacking players, but I couldn't find any kind of credible sources around those, so we won't go into that. But yeah, that is the breaking news and the very exciting news that Norwich have found their left winger, which we can't say this will be the last investment that we make in the attacking line. Obviously, we've got players injured like Sargent, who's obviously out for the season, but that would then take us to, let's have a think, Diallo, Ahmed, Schwartau, Marcondes, Wright, Jurasek, Forson when he comes back, Springer, and then you've got McCammer who can play on the right, Fitzgoran who can play across the three. Like, you're talking nearly 10 attacking players, not including the Sargent as an out-and-out striker. So, yeah, I don't know if there'll be any more attackers to come. I think there's still other areas that we might want to strengthen first, but very exciting. Leave a comment down below if you're excited. Do you think he could make the difference for Norwich City this season? We're in this relegation scrap, and let's hope he can be one of those pivotal players to get us out of it. But yeah, leave a comment down below your thoughts. As always, like and subscribe, and we'll see you hopefully tomorrow for a matchday vlog. So see you then.